The Roaring Twenties, an era named for its exuberance and known for new ideals sweeping a nation's youth. America emerged from the shadows of World War I. Young adults were eager to embrace their newfound freedoms, especially culturally. The decade was filled with late nights, many of which were spent in speakeasies during a time of prohibition. Jazz found its fame as it was soon cemented into the common culture. America had officially entered its age of rebellion. Amidst the cultural chaos, Americans did what they did best. Entrepreneurs and aspiring moneymakers took advantage of the lack of regulations on the medical market. Hundreds of unconventional cures flooded mainstream markets to help eager paying customers relieve their immense tiredness after late-night partying, along with other miscellaneous ailments. A new curious product emerged, claiming it could give consumers the boost of energy they desperately needed. Some called it a cure for the living dead, but to others it felt like perpetual sunshine. With such miraculous claims, it was no wonder this special type of water found a special spot in many Americans' hearts. That is, until 1927, when a Pittsburgh steel mogul and famous socialite died of radium poisoning. The popular scandal made Americans think twice about what was on the back of their ingredient labels. I'm your host, Anna Renfro, and welcome to the medical crossroads of the 1920s, where Radiathor thrived while innovation and peril danced in harmony. This episode of Take Your Timecapsule would not be possible without research materials provided by our sources. Thank you to Timothy Jorgensen and Roger Macalis, along with material and articles provided by the Bath Medical Museum, Time Magazine, and the Museum of Radiation and Radioactivity. Today, Americans are fortunate to have food and medical products contain their exact ingredients and appropriate dosages. We've grown so accustomed to safety labels, we wouldn't have to think twice about what's in our energy drink. But what about in the 1920s, when energy drinks actually contained energy? Simply put, thorium nitrate, most popularly marketed as Radiathor, is radium water. Radiathor was patented by Bailey Radium Laboratories in East Orange, New Jersey. In its prime, it was manufactured from 1918 to 1928 and formulated by company owner William Bailey. Unlike other similar products on the market, Radiathor felt like a premium tonic to many. For only $1, or $22 today, users could buy a small vial of this faux cure. Radiathor was sold as a triple distilled pre-mixed radium water. It contained at least 37 becquerels of radium-226 and 228 isotopes. If someone can prove that it contained less than 1 microcurie, Bailey offered a $1,000 sum, which is equivalent to about $22,000 today. No one ever claimed the money. Although Bailey attended Harvard, Bailey dropped out and never studied medicine. But to be an entrepreneur, you don't have to be a medical expert. You just need to know how to sell, and sell Bailey did. Bailey guaranteed the product was safe and harmless in every respect. But I don't think I have to explain to you why excessive radiation is bad. However, at the time, doctors trusted prescribing the radioactive water to treat illnesses and were even comfortable enough to drink it themselves. Like others, Bailey hoped to capitalize on the radium mania of the 1920s. Other well-known uses of radium included paint and glass. Other popular uses were including it in toothpaste, hair cream, cosmetics, and even suppositories. For these supposedly medical uses, radium was said to help with so much, from treating diseases to eradicating mental illness. From treating everything from tummy troubles and erectile dysfunction, radium was all the craze. I'm your host, Anna Renfro. If you enjoyed listening to this short excerpt and want to learn more about the risky history and downfall of Radio Thor, check out the rest of this week's episode of Take Your Time Capsule wherever you get your podcasts.